Let me ask you something. Do you own something you haven't used in years, but still don't want to throw away? Maybe it's in a drawer you never open, or at the back of a closet, or still in a box you keep telling yourself you'll sort out one day. You don't need it. You don't reach for it. But the idea of getting rid of it feels uncomfortable. And if someone asked you why you're keeping it, you might pause. Because the answer isn't obvious. That feeling isn't random, and it's not laziness. It's psychology. When you look at that object, your brain doesn't see it as just an object. It sees meaning. A shirt isn't just fabric. It's a version of you that existed at some point, a time in your life, a feeling, a memory you didn't realize was still there. Even small things can quietly carry emotional weight. So when you think about letting it go, your brain reacts as if you're losing something important. Not physically, emotionally. Have you noticed how things feel more valuable once they're yours? That's because of something called the endowment effect. Once something belongs to you, your brain automatically assigns it more value. Not because it's useful, not because it's special, but simply because it's yours. That's why it's easier to throw something away in a shop than something that's been sitting in your space for years. Now think about this. How many things are you keeping just in case? Just in case you need it later. Just in case your life changes. Just in case you become the kind of person who uses it. That object isn't really about your present life. It's about a future version of you. And letting it go can feel like giving up on that version, even if you're not consciously thinking that way. Sometimes you're not attached to the thing itself. You're attached to the possibility. There's also comfort in familiarity. Even unused objects make your environment feel stable, predictable, safe. Your brain likes familiar surroundings. They tell your nervous system, you know this place, you're okay here. So when things disappear, even unnecessary things, your brain notices. And change always gets attention. Let me ask you another question. Do you have things you've kept not because you love them, but because they remind you of who you were? Old clothes, old hobbies, old projects you never finished. Letting those go can feel like admitting something ended or didn't turn out the way you imagined, and sometimes that feels heavier than keeping a box on a shelf. Here's the part that matters. Keeping things you don't use isn't a failure to be disciplined or organized. It's your brain protecting meaning, identity, and memory. That's human. Letting go doesn't erase the past. It just means you're no longer asking objects to carry emotional weight for you. And often, the reason letting go feels hard isn't because you're losing something valuable. It's because your brain hasn't updated the meaning yet. Once it does, the attachment softens. So if you're holding on to things you don't use, it doesn't mean you're stuck. It means your brain is doing what it's always done, trying to protect what mattered. And that counts. Before you go, take a look around your space. Is there something you're keeping that you don't really use anymore? You don't have to get rid of it. You don't even have to decide anything today. Just notice it. And if this video helped you understand yourself a little better, feel free to like the video and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.